Renowned Northwest chef Paul Askew, who was chef patron of Liverpool's top fine dining restaurant, the Art School restaurant, has spent the last 15 years giving apprentices their first foothold on the career ladder, working with the City of Liverpool College's award-winning catering school.
For me, one of the great pleasures of doing the job that I do with working with food and drink is also seeing young people develop into the great chefs of the future that we all hope they do become. So it's not, for me, it's not just about local ingredients, local produce and championing, local dishes, if you like. It's about local talent and who is going to be the chefs and the waiters and the sommeliers of the future. But it's important to get a foot on the ladder and work their way into getting full-time employment at the end of it. And one of the things that appealed to me about this particular apprenticeship was that you have to commit to a 2-year program. So I know that they're going to come out with a very, very strong qualification that will put them possibly ahead of their peers.
He's just such a fantastic employer. He stretches them, he challenges them, creates ambition for them, creates aspiration. So they give everything. Paul's a great employer that supports them and develops them. So it's a really good partnership that works for us, works for the apprentices, and also works for Paul and his business.
Paul has recently taken on a cohort of 6 new apprentices at the Art School restaurant through the mayoral youth contract alongside the new craft cuisine apprenticeship at the City of Liverpool College. One of those who is looking to follow in the footsteps of his previous successful apprentices is 17-year-old local lad Kane Williams.
I've been working here 6 months and I went to college last year and did my level 1 and I enjoyed it, but while I've been working here and I've been able to see everything, like, and experience it a lot more, I felt like it's been a better experience and better learning.
And what's it like working with Paul?
It's great, he's great.
Have you learned a lot from him, and what have you learned from him?
Yeah, I've learned a lot from him. Yeah, he's been a great mentor and tutor. He's shown me a lot in the past couple of 6 months. Like when we first started to do the purees and stuff like that, I didn't have a clue what to do. So he showed me about like how different veg adds different flavour and how to season correctly and all that kind of stuff.
In recent years, Paul has taken on over 25 apprentices, many of which have gone on to win top awards such as MasterChef and Young Chef of the North, with others working in top restaurants around the world. So how crucial are these apprenticeships for the growth of the business itself and for the local economy?
As we lead up to the election, we've got every party saying to us apprenticeships are good for business. Well, they are good for business. All of the businesses that we work with, and we've got between the college and First for Skills, which is our other business, we've got 10,000 apprentices. So in terms of the employers that we're working with the very biggest employers nationally, we're working with the very smallest employers. But there's always one common factor throughout, which is the apprentices are good for business. Paul wouldn't do this if it wasn't good for his business. He wouldn't work with us if we weren't providing him with apprentices of the right quality.
My dream is, of course, that if we plant plenty of little seeds for Liverpool, that eventually they all come back to Liverpool to open up their own restaurants or hopefully work in mine. and so we develop the culture of great gastronomy and food and drink in the city. And it has begun to happen, believe it or not, it really has. Even now, we're still with the 6 apprentices that we've just got now for the last 6 months, we've seen the most meteoric change. I've literally seen them become little young people, young professionals of the future just in that first few months, and it's just incredible, really. Long may it continue, obviously, is what I say.
I'd obviously like to still be working here, but eventually I'd like to hopefully open my own restaurant and or maybe work at my own place or something like that. It's a lot better than going to college because it's a nice balance between a paid job and learning, and I feel like you get to learn a lot more as well while you're doing it. Like, it's just been a whole better experience for me in general.
Nathan Griffiths, City of Liverpool.